It's Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Y'all already know we're going to have a dope show lined up today. We're going to be talking about the BET Awards, giving a quick recap of everything that took place, highlights, lowlights, and everything in between. Based on my perspective, y'all may disagree on some of this stuff. We may agree somewhere along the lines. We may meet somewhere in the middle. Nonetheless, it's just my thoughts, man. Right or wrong, just how I was feeling at the time. You feel me? All right. We're going to get into some other things after the BET Awards recap as well, but we'll get there shortly. Okay? So, to open up the show, we got Megan Thee Stallion. So many people have been talking about Megan lately. Everybody has an opinion on the album, whether they like it, whether they love it, whether they hate it, whether they fall somewhere in the middle. I've seen a few people hitting me up saying they only like a few tracks. Well, if you only like the few, perhaps Megan performed those for you last night. Okay? She opened the show with a quick little interpolation of Hiss. Gave y'all a little sample. You know what I mean? Gave you a little something from that. Next thing you know, she goes into Boa, right? So she's keeping the snake theme going, pop, pop, pop. I really like the setup. I really like the use of the camera angles and the flipping and everything. It looked really good. I don't know how the crowd was receiving it, because at a certain point, she's performing towards, looking towards the back of the stage compared to, a typical performance where you would be performing toward the crowd. But as far as the angle work and the cameras and making it look good for TV, I fucked with it. She was hitting her notes, you know what I'm saying? Oh, notes like she's singing. She was hitting her cues, you know what I mean? Dancers, you know what I mean? Choreography, understanding where the cameras were at all times. I think she did an excellent job. Then, of course, she goes, performs Boa, and then goes into Where Them Girls At, which clearly is the next single off of the Megan album. So anyone that fucks with that record, you can expect to hear that quite a bit this summer. I think you're definitely going to hear it. I will say, watching the performance, I was definitely disappointed by the lackluster crowd. Matter of fact, it wasn't just for Megan. I feel like the crowd was whack for the entire show. I felt like they were giving very tame energy, low life energy. It was so bad. I don't know if anybody else noticed this shit, but a few minutes into the show, I'm like, those claps are not real. Those claps are not authentic. They're playing a motherfucking applause track. These niggas are playing goddamn audience track to make it sound like they really doing something. I'm like, the fucking applause ain't even lining up. What the hell is going on, BET? Got all these celebrities in the building, got all these other people, random people, seat fillers, whatever the fuck, and they can't cheer and goddamn clap when they supposed to? What are we doing this for? Y'all niggas gotta put goddamn extra audio production in on this shit to get a goddamn clap track on there? The same shit that we got access to for goddamn YouTube. I could play y'all an applause track right now. That shit had me hot, as y'all could see. You know what I'm saying? They was basically playing this shit last night. Let me turn this down so it don't be all fucking loud and shit. This is what was going down last night. Welcome to the show! Megan Thee Stallion! Yep. Oh, give it up for the hot girl. Hot girl summer, ain't it? Man, I was ready to goddamn jump through the screen. What the fuck going on? And I guess this... this is where people's perception of me is like J Nolan don't like anything. I guess I'm kind of leaning into that, but I'm really not. I'm just being honest, man. Niggas just be doing fuck shit and I just be calling it out at the root. I be cutting motherfuckers at the legs, man, because I'm tired. I want genuine entertainment. I want it to feel good. I want it to look good. And if I walk up to my motherfucking screen and put my nose close enough to it, I want it to smell good too, goddammit. Put some candles on. Nonetheless, Megan did good, so none of my complaints are about her. She killed that shit. She hit all her fucking lyrics. She did what the fuck was supposed to be done. Okay? Then After we get Megan opening up the show, we got Taraji coming out with a rendition of Not Like Us. Now, I will say Taraji did a fucking good job. All right. I didn't really hear the lyrics. You know, she ain't no rapper, but she was fucking hitting her bars. She had choreography. She had that goddamn hoodie on, trying to dress like Kendrick at the pop out with the duplicate outfit. She went up there and was doing her fake version of the goddamn C-Walk. I can't be mad at it. Did I like the raps? No. But I thought that was good. I thought she did a great job. That's not her profession. She's not a musician. She's not a, you know what I mean, a performing artist in that way. I feel like she did a good job. Hosting, she did a pretty good job. There was some definite fumbles and stumbles, you know what I mean? But that lets y'all know it was live. Wasn't pre-recorded because she fucked up in real time. So it was what it was, and it is what it is. What else in my notes do I want to talk about? Tyler won Best International Artist. I thought that was a pretty much a shoe-in. I thought the only, you know, I didn't really know the other artists on there. I knew, what's her name? Iris Star or Araya Star? I knew who that was. But outside of her, I think maybe Spice was on there too. But Tyler, easy. Maybe Skillibang was on there too. I don't remember. But she had the biggest. She dominated last year. There was no other artist that could get it. We had Victoria Monet coming out and doing her mother effing thing. She performed On My Mama. She also went into All Right from the Jaguar 2 album. Did an excellent job. She's a great performer. I feel like she didn't get, you know what I mean? The crowd really irked me, man, to be honest. But then, oh my, like, come on, man. Nigga should have been goddamn, it should have been a goddamn dance battle out there during that shit. Shit had me hot, man. And she went into, I mean, she had the bedazzled jabos on for you hoes, man. What's really going on? Then she went into All Right, which is the latest music video from the Jaguar 2 album. She recreated the looks from both music videos, which I thought was dope. But even with the All Right, like she went into the tribute, you know, which is the Janet Jackson, Cab Calloway thing. Shout out to the insiders that be keeping me up on shit, because I didn't even know that the Janet Jackson video was a tribute to Cab Calloway, which of course Michael Jackson also donned similar suits in his videos. But yeah, shout out to her for recreating those looks. She looked great. She did her motherfucking thing. She sounded good. And she incorporates a lot of movement into what she does. So it's crazy for her to be up there singing, dancing, and the whole nine, doing wardrobe changes and all of that shit in live time, just weaving in and out. Excellent. Van and T.I. and Tiny's daughter, Eris, went up there. They did a little rendition, did they thing, Be You. That was entertaining. I always love to see the future of music. You feel me? They did a good job. I feel like Eris, she definitely got to get a little bit more familiar with performing. And I only say that not to criticize, but I wanted to hear those notes. If y'all have actually heard this Be You song when they put it out and they did their little music video and all that little stuff that they did for it, like she has these little notes where she really be singing on that motherfucker. I wanted to hear her hit them motherfuckers, but I mean, they young as hell. I'm not finna criticize no kids. They did an excellent job. They had fun. They did their thing. Taraji interacted with them, complimented them on their nails. You know what I'm saying? When I was their age, ain't no fucking way you would have got me on stage to do nothing. I wouldn't have fucking read on stage. So, hell, Van and T.I. daughter, shout out. And, you know, at one point, people were heavily criticizing Van's father. They felt like he was exploiting his daughter. They felt like he was doing the most. They felt like she was tired as shit. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, man, she made it to the main stage, baby. So, hopefully they could figure out a work-life balance for her. I don't want her to get exhausted. I don't want her to burn out. I don't want her to crash out in the industry, because we've seen a lot of child actors child musicians and stuff like that get thrown into entertainment at a young age, shit doesn't always work out. I'm hoping that she can have more of a Keke Palmer story. You know, Kiki's had her own issues, but most of those issues were not necessarily hers. You know, it was people she was surrounded by or commiserating with. You know what I'm saying? Niggas she was dealing with. But you know, people in everyday life go through that stuff, unfortunately. So hopefully Van Van can, you know, figure it out as she gets older. And if she no longer wants to be a part of entertainment and wants to, you know, go into another profession, I support that too at a certain point. But yeah, shout out to them. We got a return to the stage from Will Smith. I don't know who asked for that, but it was a pretty good performance nonetheless. Was it me or did that nigga kind of his cadence remind me of like some old Eminem? Just the cadence, not the content of the song, which I always find ironic because Will Smith was one of the biggest Eminem criticizers back in the early 2000s because he didn't like the fact that M used to curse so much in his records. Seems like he's taken a new stance over the years. Has no problem cursing now, but he shocked the world on some Ali shit because he came out doing gospel rap. What in the world done happen with Will Smith to where he coming out doing Christian hip hop, gospel rapping, talking? The nigga brought Kirk Franklin out. Was Will Smith on the verge of getting locked up for life? Like what happened? Because it couldn't just be about Chris Rock. The Chris Rock stuff could not have taken you to the point where you was like, man, I need to go find God. And I'm just playing. Maybe it did. But to this degree where you had to rap about it, they got you up on stage rapping in a volcano. Oh man. When did you switch over to Christ though? We ain't heard you say nothing about him. Not to say that it has to be like some outward declaration, but if you're going to come out rapping about it, we would have loved to seen the transition. Just my perspective on it. That shit was out of nowhere. Then you got Kirk coming out doing a monologue and stuff, man. Come on, dog. What the hell is Will Smith finna sell us? He finna come out with that goddamn cloth, ain't he? But God, man, get out of here with that. Oh man, we had Tanner Adele hit the amplified stage, perform a quick medley of her song Buckle Bunny and some other things. You know what I mean? She did a good job. Shout out to Love Renaissance for helping getting her booked. They've been, they recently made an announcement that she signed with them for a distribution deal, and they had a whole outline of, how they could take her and elevate her to the next level. First thing they did was get her to the BET Awards. We got to get you in front of the blacks, baby. I'm excited for her though. It seems like she's going to I think she will, if I'm to be honest, I think Tanner Adele is finna be to country, R&B, pop, a kind of a black equivalent or a black counter. I won't say equivalent, but a counter to what Taylor Swift was able to do from country to pop. We don't know if she's going to, mimic that same amount of success. Nobody could really mimic that, period. But just as far as like trajectory and like marketing purposes, like Taylor came out as a country artist, but over time she evolved into a more pop artist, a more general style of artist, incorporating hip hop themes, more pop themes, more alternative themes into her music, where it's not just country. I feel like Tanner is going to do the same thing. She's already got like a little bit of, hip hop drums, some 808s in some of her music. I think she's going to lean further into that, keep the country twang, but also, work on how to remain relevant to us, to the skin folk, so that we keep up with her and it's not just a phase while Beyonce's on Cowboy Carter time. I want to see her continue to do her mother effing thing. So shout out to her for that. Yeah. We had Glorilla come out on the gang. I gotta say that every time I mention Glow, I gotta say on the gang. We had Glorilla come out that motherfucker, man. Glorilla been on a tier. I ain't gonna lie, fam. Glow been doing her mother effing ish. I'm here for it. I support it. I want to see her keep going up. She came out there, did her mother effing thing. Yeah, Glow, stop being out in some shell toe. Yeah, Glow, bell, ho. Yeah, Glow. Yeah, I'm with it. Um, so she did her thing there. She then went into TGIF. It's Champion Friday, 95 degrees. She killed that shit. Then what do you know? She comes back out and brings Megan Thee Stallion out one more again to do Wannabe, to do their mother effing hit. They definitely had it turned up. And I'm happy to see Glow, man. I'm happy to see that she's glowing up. Literally, I've been telling y'all that for a minute. I like the Glorilla glow up. At first, I was a little skeptical about it, but I'm here for it. She's got her look together. She got her style together. I'm ready for the next project that she puts out. I hope that she can keep the momentum. And she's just somebody, you know what I mean? She has a very endearing personality. She's somebody that you just kind of watch a little bit and you be like, man, I want her to win. I want her to keep going. You know what I'm saying? When she first came out with FNF, I wasn't all that keen to her. I ain't gonna lie to you. The twerking on top of the car and all that shit that was going on, I was like, damn. I kind of looked at her like I look at Sexy Red today. But then there was a transformation that happened. And that transformation, I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't the smoothest. I was a little concerned. She went and got teeth put in the motherfucking mouth. Them teeth, I was like, oh no, what's up with them teethers, baby? I don't know. It looked like they shaved her shit down, or maybe it just kind of melded to her face or something. I don't know, but they look better now. You know? I don't know. What else was going on? And again, I do really F with the Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla pairing. They look good together. They sound good together. The energy and chemistry is pretty equivalent. You know what I'm saying? They bounce off each other. Peanut butter and jelly, baby. Go ahead and put that in the sandwich together. You know what I mean? Put a little peanut butter and jelly, a little PB&J. You know what I mean? I fuck with them. Again, I'm here for it if they want to do a collab project. Might be a little overkill for some people, but hell, if they just want to keep featuring on each other albums, that's cool too. I'm with it. Whatever. What else happened last night? Killer Mike got up there. He got album of the year. That shit was a little bit shocking to me. Which I won't say shocking. The category was his to lose, to be honest, just because the artists were much bigger artists than him. But I did hold out a little bit of I did reserve a little bit of redemption for him. I said, well, he did win at the Grammys. So if the album was good enough for a Grammy, which I really enjoyed, the Michael album is dope. If you haven't listened, check it out. I know Killer Mike doesn't have, how can I put it? I know some people don't fuck with him, right? Some people feel like he's great for the black community. Some people feel like he's a raccoon. You know what I mean? I get it. Album's good though. He got up there and he said, love me or hate me, like me or not, it's all good. I am you. I am one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? We come from the same shit and I'm advocating for us at all times. So it is what it is, which I understood and I felt, to be honest. And I think sometimes in some instances, that's what's most important. You know what I mean? I don't feel like he's a detriment. But some people say, hey, he helped fucking get Governor Brian Kemp elected back in the office. And it's definitely fuck Kemp. So, hey man, I don't know. He's a he's a polarizing figure to say the least. But congratulations for your BET award and your Grammy. You know, he was very fired up. He definitely got on his preacher vibes about how he was escorted out of the building during the Grammys, and it took a black establishment to bring him back and redeem himself and give him the opportunity to get on stage and speak his mind. and leave peacefully without no other shit. Okay? So congrats to him on that. We had Shabuzi come out and perform his song Tipsy, another country artist from the culture. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of the record, but I fuck with him. I fuck with his vibe. I think I think he's a good example of, you know, how can I put it? It's a black man doing what the hell he want, and he don't look like no pushover. So if somebody come and try to fuck with him, I think he has the capacity to knock a nigga out. I support that. You know what I mean? Go to the bitch. I'm gonna be in the country establishment singing my shit, and if you got a problem with me, I knock your bitch ass out and get back on the mic. I like that shit. I also liked that he brought out Jaquan. Because I was legit sitting there, I'm like, everybody at the bar getting tipsy. And I was singing along to the shit. And I said, man, where the fuck? I literally, you could ask Bay, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, where the fuck Jaquan at, man? It's the BET Awards. How they not gonna do a mashup? Next thing you know, one, here comes the two, to the three, and four. I said, my niggas, you finally got something right. Finally got something fucking right, man. Y'all finally got the right fucking dogs on the grill for the cookout. Y'all finally brought the fucking Nathans. My niggas. Shout out to Jaquan. I felt like he should have got a whole verse in, though. He shouldn't have had 10 seconds to perform, goddamn. Y'all could have let him get his 16 off. Damn. Even when y'all get it right, y'all get it wrong. What the Let me stop. Tyler won Best New Artist, so she got 2 awards on the night. The second time she went up on stage, she dedicated the win to Africa and the artists that came before her that didn't get the crossover opportunities, such as herself, to get these types of awards. I thought that was dope. You know, she was up there. She was happy. She was happy to be there. She was having a good time. You know, overall, I support Tyler, man. I want her to continue winning as well. So, shout out to her. Okay. Let me see. What else I got in the notes here? SZA gets Best R&B Pop Female. Well deserved. I don't see how anybody was even going to contend with that in that category. We had Lotto performance. Lotto did a good job performing. I ain't gonna lie. Like how she came out there with a emotional rap. You know what I'm saying? Almost, it kind of felt like, I don't want to compare every time somebody does an emotional rap to Dreams and Nightmares, but it kind of had that vibe, that like slow build, piano, orchestral type thing going on, and then it built into an actual song. I liked it. I like how she went out there rapping about her come up and shit like that, and relating it back to her and her sister and the dream that she had, and she made it happen. Those are the moments that make me like Lotto. Like really being able to get into her as a artist, as a lyricist. You know, I think she should definitely venture a little bit more into her storytelling bag. Like explore the artistry that you actually crafted. You didn't come in to this game, you know what I mean? And I understand the commodification of the female body in entertainment. I understand that shit, but you didn't come in as a vixen. So you have what a lot of the others in the category don't have access to, which is legitimate talent. So lean into both. And I think the more you give us that personal rap, not the personal posts on socials, bring us into your world with a vibe musically, more people will be prone to be like, okay, now let's get into more of your personal. Now let's get, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be a science. Some people can lead with personal and then do music, but you are known as, you know, a superior talent, but we want to see you maximize on that. So then she goes into the Big Mama record, right? I originally told y'all I wasn't a big fan of Big Mama, the birthday song. I said that earlier. but I did like the second half of the record. So shout out to Lotto. She did a good performance. She did a good job. Not gonna lie to y'all. I've been critical of Lotto, but I'm only critical of Lotto because I have high expectations for her. I think that she could stand the test of time. You know what I mean? She may go through the fire during moments, but I think we look up a few years from now, I think Lotto will still be here where others may fall off. So that's why I be a little tough on her, because I know what she can do. She just got to keep her foot out of her mouth. Victoria Monet got a BET Her Award. I think that was definitely very deserving. I mean, she dominated. She had to get. She should have got multiple awards. We had a performance from Tyler with Skilly Bang and Gunna. I thought Tyler did a good job. I'm not gonna lie. I would have preferred her to perform another song. I think they tried to capitalize on star power with Skilly Bang and Gunna. But personally, I feel like she should have had that opportunity to go crazy on her own. You know what I'm saying? Do her hits. Because Water, excuse me, that was too big. She didn't get the opportunity to perform it last year, so she should have did that, or at least the first 30, 40 seconds of that. Then she has a song that's kind of similar. She could have did that. There's other records on the album, but again, they tried to bring Gunna up there. I understood it. And Gunna did a good job too. But I felt like that should have been her moment. Gunna's been up there before. Doechii. Man, Doechii is so dope. And I hate that they only gave her 30 seconds on that motherfucking Sprite stage performance, studio performance, and only showed 30 seconds of it. I understand the rest of the performance is available on BET.com or on their YouTube and all that good shit, and that's cool. But I ain't like that shit, man. The song that she did with Sprite is actually dope. It's actually more so what I would expect Doechii to be doing, incorporating her style as a vocalist with the rapping, smooth. I'm telling you, that persuasive fucking formula, I know it could get exhausting if that's all you're doing, but I think she should do more music in that style. Build up a stock, build up an arsenal of records that people are going to fuck with, hits, you know what I'm saying, stuff that you can tour. And then you hit them with the alternative hip hop shit. Then you hit them with the shit you want to scream on. Then you hit them with this so that you have an extensive catalog of music that people are going to sit down and listen to. The album cuts, the deep cuts, the shit that gets into, you know what I mean? But we need more world and story building with Doechii. I think that's the missing element. I think everybody knows how talented she is. She came out the gate showcasing how talented she is. As a performer, she's excellent. She can run the fucking show. She could have performed an hour straight of whatever she wanted, and she would keep our attention. She's that great of a performer. But she needs the records that are going to keep us locked in to say, I need more Doechii. I need to turn this on. I think there's so many other options in music that she just kind of gets overlooked. And she has all of the intangibles and the tangibles, right? But I was pissed about that 30-second performance that they aired on TV. I'm like, what the hell? Shout out to Flau'jae shouting out her single with Lil Wayne when Taraji came up to her. I hate the fact that Taraji said her name wrong, calling her what she call her? Flau'jae. What's up, Flau'jae? I said, hell no. Not Flau'jae. Not flautas. We love flautas, goddamn. We go to the Mexican restaurant, boy, get some taquitos, aka some flautas. Give me some goddamn salsa. Hell yeah. And give me some of that motherfucking, y'all know how I get with this when I start talking about food. Give me some of that extra queso too with the motherfucking pico de gallo and shit, man. Yeah, let me just make a little, you know what I'm saying? Let me make a porty out of it. Shout out to Flau'jae, man, holding it down, still representing at LSU. I hope she has an amazing season. You know, I think she's going to definitely be a top prospect whenever she decides to come out the draft and go to the WNBA, that is. Shout out to her. And she's going to have a rap career. You know what I'm saying? She's an independent artist. She's with EQ Distro, which is owned by Rock Nation. I think she may actually get a Rock Nation deal if she continues to perform at a high level over there. Lil Wayne has co-signed her. And I like the fact that he's stamping her the way he is. You know, Lil Wayne, when it comes to women in sports, he supports. Skylar Diggins, he was at them games. He was wearing the jerseys and all of that shit. We knew it was because he was attracted to her, but he also respected her game, and he respects Flau'jae's game, so I respect that. And he respects her bars, which definitely deserve respect on their own. I think she needs some producers that can help her get to the next level, but she's got the talent. So, yep. Let me see what you're talking about over here. Then following up after fucking up Flau'jae name. Oh man, Taraji took her ass up to the front row, was putting together a masterful little intro. Then she fucked around and called the wrong nigga Keith Lee. Oh my goodness. She said, Keith Lee. She's standing right in front of his ass, blocking him from the screen, talking to another nigga. Talking about Keith Lee, y'all know you talking about a 10.9 on the scale. Let's see me. That nigga said, that nigga face. Oh man, she tried to rebound. But the Angel Reese was not kicking in last night. It was not kicking in. She did come back later in the show and apologize to them, though. You know what I'm saying? She did do that. She apologized to both Keith Lee and Jordan Howlett. Jordan Howlett was the one who she was actually talking to. Called his ass Keith Lee, which I believe he's a content creator. I think that whole section was comprised of content creators and they people. But yeah, that shit was hilarious, man. Like, Taraji, you ain't never seen Keith Lee. You ain't never seen none of them goddamn, you know what I mean? Them videos, him trying to food, scared. Shit. Taraji said, baby, I be out here working too motherfucking much. If you don't see me on a TV screen, you're going to see me in a movie. You don't see me in a movie, I'm going to be hosting the BET Awards. You don't see me in the BET Awards, goddamn, I'm rehearsing to do another motherfucking movie. What more do you want from me? And I'm advocating for these niggas to get their rights. Excuse me. Trying to get y'all niggas paid. I'm out here putting my motherfucking life on the line. You expect me to know these motherfucking niggas off of TikTok just because they want to eat some food? But she was very respectful about it. Oh man, so then from there we had Ice Spice come out and perform. You know what I find interesting about Ice Spice is when she gets on the BET Awards stage, she actually does a halfway decent job of performing. Every other performance I've seen her do has been trash. But last year, she did an okay job on stage when they did the little Bronx setup for her. It was low-key like the same shit again this year. They had her performing at a Getty or a gas station. But nonetheless, she did a halfway decent job. It wasn't good, and the songs, of course, I don't like. But performance-wise, it was decent, right? As far as when she went to the awards, while she was chilling in the crowd and stuff and going through the red carpet, she still had her Nicki tribute hair in. I was glad she took that out for the performance. Had some of that goddamn wet and wavy shit going on. But she did her thing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't terrible. It's crazy when she performs Fat Butt, and then she went into Think You the Shit Fart, which clearly pissed off Lotto, because Lotto was backstage in the midst of all of this going on. She said, I'm the stankiest fart you ever smell, bitch. I'm like, that ain't it, baby. I don't give a fuck what you want. I don't give a fuck. We do a lot of reclamation in the black community. We do a lot of repurposing of derogatory terms and shit. I don't think you can ever reclaim fart and try to make it seem like I'm the smelliest fart you'll ever encounter. Yeah. No. J. Cole tried it. That nigga said, you might think you the shit, but you can't out fart me. Had to hit him with the Russell Westbrook. Hey, bro, what are you talking about? But I love Cole though. I know you niggas be like, man, that nigga be going so hard on Cole. Great expectations. Shout out to Pip. Um, so then from there, Regina King gets Best Actress award. She wasn't there to pick it up, but she received it. Shout out to her. Usher's Lifetime Achievement Award. Shout out to Usher for getting that Lifetime Achievement. He's been in the industry 30 years. Nothing but excellence. Been a top act from beginning to end. Most people don't have that first album, but everything from the second album on up, nothing but killing. You know what I'm saying? My way, all that shit, killing. So then we got to the tribute. Childish Gambino opened up singing a ballad version of "You Don't Have to Call." I think that was a mixtape cover that he put out years ago. So I think a lot of people weren't privy to what he was doing because there were certain pieces of the song where he was taking it and doing his own little twist. And folks was like, what is that? Others knew exactly what it was. And to my understanding, Usher was in on the curation of this performance. And we're going to get into why that's key. Because after Gambino finished, we got Keke Palmer doing "You Make Me Wanna." I felt like Keke did all right. Keke looked good. The dancing was good. Singing, Usher's songs really don't fit her voice like that. That's what I'll say. I'm not going to say she wasn't sounding good. She just didn't really sound good trying to hit his notes. You feel me? But she looked great. Summer Walker comes out, does good. That was okay too. Summer Walker, she can only really sing in her register. Like, she writes her songs in what suits her the best. She did all right, but it was just, I ain't gonna lie. The tribute was mid. The tribute was fucking mid. It was half court all day. Not half time, half court. Okay? Coco Jones came out, did her motherfucking thing. We're going to stop the tape and give Coco Jones her motherfucking flowers. Lay that shit out. She deserved a red carpet of her own the way she came out. Coco Jones did that thing. And that's what I was really angry about. Even with Childish Gambino, despite the fact that he did the cover from his mixtape and stuff like that, I'm like, where are the singers? We're not going to have too many more of these goddamn Lifetime Achievement tributes if motherfuckers can't sing. Right? Because ain't no way we going to get out here and be trying to honor actual vocal excellence when you got nothing but vocal okasters. I'm not cool with that shit. That's just me though. But shout out to Coco with the "There Goes My Baby." She did her thing. She serenaded Usher and his wife. She gave NLE Chopper just a half a second to get him on the screen and shit. She did her motherfucking thing. She took niggas to Vegas real quick. Marsha Ambrosius doing Superstar. I thought she was going to do that a little bit better. I definitely thought she was going to do a little bit better. Marsha, she's got a unique voice too. Like, she can really blow, but her tonality, again, she's another artist. And this is a thing. And this is not a knock. But these artists I'm talking about, a lot of them, they sound good doing their own music because it's tailored to them. Trying to do the other shit, it was like, oh, whoa. Chloe Bailey did a pretty good job with Good Kisser. I'll give her that. She did her thing. She was in her energy. She had the light on. The spotlight was hers. She magnetized the camera. Good job. I respected it. Tinashe, nice and slow. It was not nice, although it was slow. Who the fuck told Tinashe she's a vocalist? Respect to her. The nasty shit going, you know what I mean? Top 100. Going on Billboard. Independent. Salute. Career revival. Salute. You worked hard. You earned it. You got it. I'm with it. But what the fuck, man? Who told her to do that? And I know she didn't fight for it. Somebody said that this was supposed to go that way. But I just wanna take it nice and slow. I could have got up there and did that shit better than Tinashe. I can't dance worth a shit, but I could have hit the notes a little bit better. Now, baby, tell me what you wanna do with me. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even do the rap. How you gonna go up there? Now, I will say, again, curation. Who the fuck told Tinashe to go up there and not do the Usher rap? Do you understand that was iconic? For a lot of people, especially in my age group, that might have been the first rap you actually knew. Got a nigga feeling like Joe to see. Every time with you hold me, trolling me. You know, I don't even know the fucking words, but I know the melody of the shit. That he controlling me, gonna get nice and stuff, but you know, never let it go, never messing up the flow. You know what I mean? Even if you gotta mumble through that shit on some Bone Thug shit, you don't just goddamn not do it. You don't put the mic down and just be trying to. No. Shit had me hot, cuz. Shit had me hot. But nonetheless, shout out to Tinashe, man. We go, I ain't gonna drag it through the mud, but come on, man. Come on, man. Victoria Monet and Tiana Taylor, they came out and did their thing. You know what I'm saying? Tiana with Bad Girl, Victoria kind of, you know what I mean, played the dancing role in that. They, you know, somebody had predicted that there was gonna be some girl on girl action out there. They did some really good choreography there. Did a great job. Quite sure Tiana, you know, was the creative director and, you know, choreographer behind all that stuff. She's so talented. She killed it. Lotto came back out. She did Luda's verse from Yeah. I found it interesting that she was doing some switch ups on the words, on the lyrics. I don't know if it was deliberate or if it was some slip ups, but whatever. Usher got his award. He went up, took all the time he wanted. I think he was up there for approximately like 13 minutes. Midway through his speech, the audio was cutting out. The nigga was up there cursing too motherfucking much. I guess he was overtaken and forgot he was on BET or something. I don't know. But I thought it was my TV. I said, God damn, here we go with this Wi-Fi shit again. No. That was the real production. Shit. I was confused, as Glorilla might say. I was confused. But you know, shout out to him on that, man. I saw that there was some discussion online about the lack of male presence in that tribute. You know, some people put out lists of male R&B singers that could have gotten up there and did it justice. I'm gonna pull up a tweet of somebody who had their own suggestion. So, give me a second so I could get this list up. You feel me? Goddamn. Damn, where the list at? I done saved a hell of shit, didn't I? All right, cool. So, the Lex Gabrielle comes out and says Luke James could have done it. Lucky Day could have done it. Yeah, they both could have. She threw Tevin Campbell in there. I mean, he could have, but Tevin Campbell could have definitely done it, but I don't even know if he be wanting to sing half the time. Omarion, I mean, if you want him to dance, you know, he could have definitely pulled off some choreo. Mario, that would have been a good one. Duran Bernard, that was weird to me. They used him in the BET promo for the tribute, but didn't actually have him up there. That was like a fucking that was a fucking home run. That was a fucking Gary Sheffield home run. Like, what the fuck, man? What the hell? How are you going to use this man for promo for the show and not have him appear in the thing he was auditioning for in the commercial? That was a major drop ball. Disrespectful. They say Kevin Ross, Tank even. I mean, Tank would have definitely gave y'all some vocals. He would have, you know what I mean? If anybody was going to do nice and slow, why the fuck it couldn't be Tank? Hell, if you want people to recreate and reclaim the song. She even says, even John B or Justin Timberlake, if you want to go that route. I mean, John B could have probably keep Timberlake away, keep the family safe. And finally, she says Chris Brown. I don't know if Chris is welcome back. When's the last time he went to the BET Awards? When's the last time they invited him? You know, but at any rate, I do think Usher was on some Prince shit and he wanted women to do it. Kind of contradicted a little bit of his speech, you know, going up there advocating for men and fathers and, you know, trying to make this, you know, he was talking about giving all this appreciation to fathers. What about all these black fathers out here making R&B music that could have done tribute to your ass, Ush? Could have paid him some Ush bucks to get up there. Nonetheless, that's what we were left with. From there, Victoria Monet won Video of the Year. Definitely earned that. Miss Lauryn Hill went up there, did her mother effing thing. She got up there, did some solo work. Her son, YG Marley. I really wasn't familiar with YG Marley's game like that. I've been seeing his name for the past couple months, but I didn't really know much about him. He got up there and embodied that shit. He just had a fucking, just this free-flowing swag up there that was like, damn, nigga, you been on this stage before? Like this exact stage? Like, is this your second, third time at the BET Awards? You up here floating like you own the building. Goddamn, Wyclef came out. They did some Fuji shit. Miss Lauryn Hill, you know, I'm trying to be more deliberate with putting that miss on there because I know she's very particular about that. She'll ignore and shun your ass if you don't say it. So I've been trying to be more mindful of that. When it comes to all of the awards that were given out last night, we'll go through the list. Some of them will be repeated, but just for accuracy. Album of the Year, Killer Mike with Michael. Female R&B Pop, SZA. Male R&B Pop, Usher. Best Group is Yen $, aka Ye and Ty $. I mean, how many fucking groups are there anyway? That was a terrible category. Best Collaboration was won by All My Life. Dirk and Cole. I hate that song, bro. But whatever. Congratulations. Female hip hop was Nicki Minaj. Salute. She was up in there with a lot of nominations. She only got one though. Best male hip hop artist Kendrick Lamar. Okay. Best new artist we said Tyler. Video of the Year On My Mama, Victoria Monet. Video Director of the Year Cole Bennett. I think Video Director of the Year needs to be modified. Cole Bennett and his Lyrical Lemonade stuff. I mean, cool, but we got to expand that category a little bit. Viewers' Choice Award, Texas Hold'em, Beyonce, no doubt. Best International Act, we talked about that earlier, Tyler. The BET Her, Victoria Monet. Best Movie, Bob Marley, One Love. How many of y'all actually seen that movie? I heard it was trash. I haven't watched it, but I heard from my brother it was trash. Did y'all enjoy it? Best Actor, Denzel Washington. Best Actress, Regina King. Young Stars Award, Blue Ivy Carter. I'm guessing she got that for performing on tour with her mom. That's a toss-up. I think there's some other young stars that could have gotten that too, but, you know, shout out to Blue. Sportswoman of the Year, Angel Reese. Cool. Sportsman of the Year, Jalen Brunson. Interesting. And then Dr. Bobby Jones, Best Gospel Inspirational Award, Me and You. Okay. So that's my rundown of the show. Okay. Now, I know everybody's not going to agree with my takes. Not everybody's going to understand where I be coming from. I got a method to my madness in my head. Sometimes I'm the only one that gets it. It's cool. But be sure to let me know what y'all think of all of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share the video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Oh, see, I always remember some shit at the last minute. Normani was supposed to perform last night, and she did not. She actually injured herself in rehearsals. So she put a statement out, and then after that, we're going to go. Shit always happens. So Normani comes out, and I guess I should show her on crutches since she decided to show herself on crutches. She injured her leg. Looked like her knee out there. Why is this shit not coming up? Hold on. So this is Normani's leg and foot. Oh, damn. I didn't even see the foot. She got a boot on. She might have twisted her ankle. Damn. You fucked up your knee and your shit. And your foot. On crutches. So she comes out and says, I am more frustrated and disappointed than anyone. Believe me. I wanted to get on here and give you guys an update letting you know that while in rehearsals for BET, I had a really bad accident and injured myself. I am normally good for powering through under any circumstance, but unfortunately due to my doctor's orders, I am just not able to make this performance happen. I desperately wanted to give you my best on that stage, but performing would delay my healing. I've been going through my process and doing my best to make sense of my feelings regarding this. I'm devastated and hate feeling like a disappointment to you, but I have to focus on recovering at this time. Trust me, I hear you and I see you. There is nothing more that I wanted to do than perform for you and also get back to doing what fulfills me most, being on stage. Thank you so much for understanding, sending my love to BET for giving me and all of the other beautiful black women this opportunity. So she was going up for Usher too. This is definitely not how I envisioned this weekend, but best believe I will be championing everyone from home tonight. I'm sorry, guys, and I love you so much. Okay? And again, that's Normani with the crutches, the bandage on the knee, and the foot brace. Okay? Hoping that she has a speedy recovery. You ain't got to rush too soon to get back. I mean, at the end of the day, your body's health and conditioning is what's most important, especially if you're going to be going out on stage, putting your body on the line, jumping, dancing, moving. You know, you're going to need your agility. You're going to need all of that stuff. So don't overdo it. It's okay. I know that some people are being very critical of her right now with the album. She's critical of the album. She's out here naming songs that she didn't like off her own album. It's a little rough out there, but hopefully things get better. Hopefully she could take some time to herself, get her mental, together. I hate that she said that she feels like a disappointment to the fans. That's rough. So sending love to Normani. All right. Now we can end the video. Much love and respect. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit on my almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.